Today on Backwoods Angler TV, trophy bronzebacks in the Northeast Kingdom.
On today's show, I am after pre-spawn smallmouth in the state of Vermont.
The size of them.
This is not about numbers. This is about quality. Come check out some of the most quality smallmouths you'll see.
Oh my. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the size of that smallmouth right there. The Northeast Kingdom in Vermont. Today on Backwoods Angler TV. Woo-wee, baby.
Backwoods Angler TV, your freshwater fishing authority for the northeastern United States.
Welcome back to Backwoods Angler TV. I'm coming to you from the Cabela's in Hamburg, PA. It's their largest flagship store in the northeastern part of the country. On today's show, I am in Vermont. My quest is for trophy pre-spawn smallmouth bass. Now, I've fished these lakes in northern Vermont several times, but I've never had the opportunity to go up there for the big girls pre-spawn. It's springtime, the fish are loaded with eggs. I'm after the largest smallmouth of my life.
Look at the size of this smallmouth.
You need to stay tuned to see if I win the quest.
My word. This is a hog.
Got hammered warm this afternoon too. We came out here. I came out here with the winter jacket on this morning, and I'm down to my shirt sleeves. That's Vermont in spring. What can I say? It's a typical day. We've got no wind at all this afternoon, and I decided I was going to go with my Venterbaits wacky stick because there's no wind. We got high blue skies, as you can see. This water's crystal clear, and these fish, although we were getting them on tubes and jerkbaits before, we got to get finesse now. Wow, it's a good fish right there, man. She's pushing 4. This lake calmed down like glass this afternoon. Had to change tactics. The fish got a lot more wary of us. I'll tell you what the cool thing about this bait is. The way they make this lure, they've got an insert directly inside the worm. There's a plastic insert in there. That thing just doesn't move, it doesn't come off. I threw 2 other ones and lost them both. I went to my Venterbaits one quickly. And that's the one I shall remain with, right there. That thing just stays on there because of that insert. It's a very good finesse bait. I don't think I've ever seen a lake up here this calm. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there's almost always some kind of chop.
Stay tuned for more trophy bass fishing.
Backwoods Angler TV, brought to you by Sportsman's Table, BioEdge Fish Attractants, Gamma Molecularly Altered Fishing Line, Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable, and Venterbaits Custom Lures, quality, durability, affordability.
See that?
He came right back for it.
River fish live in nasty places.
The River Pro 186 Low Pro is the ultimate shallow water fishing machine.
Agile, aggressive, and armed to the teeth with all the angling ammo you'll ever need. With the Mercury Sport Jet, you'll fly over just inches of water, places no ordinary boat could go. River Pro, hard-bellied, all-welded, custom-built jet boats for the serious river fishermen like you.
Backwoods Angler TV, brought to you by River Pro Boats, custom-built jet boats for the serious river fishermen.
Today on Backwoods Angler TV, we're fishing for trophy smallmouth bass in the northern part of Vermont.
One of the things about pre-spawn fishing in the Canadian Shield Lakes of Vermont is you better be willing to be flexible and alter your presentations. And the cool thing about it is there's so many different lakes. So many different lakes to fish. One lake somewhere is going to have something eaten, usually. I'm going to put you back, babe. Then you got to put a pattern together. We lost several degrees of water temp on these lakes over the last week, and this lake had to fall a foot in the last 2 days. It had to fall a foot because it's fed by the Clyde River. And as that receded, the lake receded as well. You could see it very plainly. There's a lot of water in this area of the world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. Right there is why you come out pre-spawn. Right there. Woo!
I'm telling you, man, this is sick. This is sick. Look at that fish. She's 20 inch. Not as big as the last one. Oh my gosh, it is big as the last one.
Ah, how about them apples, huh? How about them apples? Huh? How about that? Oh, what a smallie.
I've been beating that hump up, man. They're moving in and out of here. See, she's got eggs in her. What a fish. 4.5, man, easy. What a fish. I have nothing to say. I really don't have much to say. All I can tell you right now is I've been sitting on an offshore hump and fish are moving up. I'm getting them as they're moving up. They're finally moving in. We've been looking for these fish to move in all week. They're late, but they're coming. So we're hitting this one right. It's chilly up here. That is a reward of persistence right there. That is persistence. I've been picking fish and they started out small. They got a little bigger as we went and that fish was 4.5 pounds. That is a quality bass, no matter how you slice it, no matter where you catch it. Don't go away, there's more coming. We'll be right back.
For 5 years now, the folks at Sportsman's Table have been dedicated to helping families make the most of their outdoor harvest. Active outdoorsmen will love the quality and selection found at sportsmanstable.com. Products include butchering supplies, seasonings and marinades, wildlife pottery, and rustic table decor. Whether for you or a unique gift for a family member or friend, Sportsman's Table has a lot to offer dinner tables all over America. www.sportsmanstable.com.
Need a better battery? Get the one preferred by Autotex 5-to-1 over any other. Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable.
Hey, welcome back to Backwoods Angler TV. I'm standing in front of Cabela's world-famous aquarium. On our show today, we caught some pretty big smallmouth. There's some pretty big fish in this aquarium. In a minute, you're gonna hear from a guy who knows a thing or two about catching big bass. His name's Kevin Van Dam. A snippet of the interview. If you wanna see the full interview, go to our YouTube channel. Check this out. Hey, it's Blaine Mangle from iCast. I'm here with Kevin Van Dam. How do you prepare yourself mentally for the grind of what you do?
You know, it's one of those things that I've been doing it a long time, and I think having a lot of confidence in not only your equipment, but you know, the experience that you've had on the water, it grows with time. You know, I mean, experience really helps a lot of that. So the one thing I learned a long time ago is I worry about variables I can control, and don't worry about the ones you can't.
Right.
So you go to flip a 5-pounder, he gets off in midair and bounces off the side of the boat and goes back in. You know,
Sure.
A lot of people stomp, cry,
Right.
you know, break
Sure.
rods or whatever, and you know, you just can't do that. You just, you know what, you got to use what you learned to get that one to bite to go get another one. You can't
Right.
bring them back. So.
Right. Kevin's right on. And as you can see,
I can't take another miss.
I just missed a quality bass. But I want you to see this.
It was a bass too, I know it was, by the way it was fighting.
I didn't let the failure own me. I cast out immediately and tried again. And watch what happened.
Absolutely. It's another one. When I'm targeting smallmouth in these Canadian Shield lakes in northern Vermont, I'm looking for very specific areas. The bass are holding off the flats in transitional areas. And what I mean by a transitional area, you'll have your flat, you'll have that transitional area that'll go anywhere from 6 or 7 to 10 or 12 feet, and you'll drop off in deeper water. These lakes drop like bowls.
There's a big one with him. There's a huge fish with him. Look at the size of this smallmouth.
This specific fish, I saw an area where a point came out and it dropped off into 7 or 8 feet, and it was a shallow flat on the main side of the point, and I casted my jerkbait parallel to the point, and then I went across the point, and that's when I had my bites. Going across the point, I had this almost 6-pound smallmouth. Oh my gosh, look at the size of her. I don't want to net her, but I'm gonna have to net this one, maybe. Look at her. Oh dear God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Are you kidding me? They are few and far between, but let me tell you something right here and right now. That is special right there. At least. It's a beast of a smallmouth. And when that big smallmouth hit, I knew for sure that it was a beast. I didn't know it was going to be my biggest to date, but I knew it was a beast. That was 2 casts, and I knew that first one was a bass, and the big fish came in with that one.
Ooh, there's a big one with him. There's a huge fish with him.
Big smallmouth came in with that.
Look at the size of this smallmouth.
So I know there's at least 3 bass there, because a big one came in with her. They were all big fish too. That smallmouth could possibly have been the largest smallmouth weight-wise I ever caught, probably pushing 6. She was off of a 25-foot deep drop-off in 4 to 5 feet in a trough of rocks. Now I've been fishing some flats, some spawning flats, and the fish aren't there. The fish are not up on the flats at all. Typically they'll move up this time of the year, and into June they'll be up and they'll be easy to catch on soft jerk baits and soft plastic spinner baits, things like that, but they're 2 to 3 weeks behind right now. All I can tell you is The ones that are moving up that we are running into are monsters. They are large fish, and they are feeding. The ones that are up are feeding. There just aren't many because of that drop in water temp. So we're going to give it another shot here and see what happens. Don't go away.
When it comes to fishing, there's a fine line between failure and success. There's a fine line between winning and losing. There's a fine line between the trophy and just another fish story. That line is gamma. Gamma, molecularly altered fishing line.
Do you own an outboard jet motor? Backwoods Angler TV's new DVD, 30-minute PM Outboard Jet Preventative Maintenance, is sure to save you money from repairs, and it will keep you on the water and on the fish. Today on Backwoods Angler TV, trophy bronzebacks in the Northeast Kingdom.
Absolutely great.
Goodness gracious. Look at the size of that smallmouth. Deep in the boat. Oh my gosh.
I want to tell you, man, that's what you get pre-spawn in the Northeast Kingdom in Vermont. You've got to do your homework. You've got to find out the spots where these fish are, but that is a reward of persistence right there. Woo! That's a 5-pound fish. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's some big fish up here, man. All I did was twitch that jerkbait down like I've been saying all week, and I paused it and I went to twitch it again. They're not hitting it hard. They're just grabbing it, and it's mush when I feel it. Just a sweeping hook set. Do not give them a good hook set. Don't give them a good hard jig style hook set. A nice sweeping long hook set with a soft tip rod, and you're going to get them fish every time. I had been pausing my jerkbait. I switched to a shallower one in this shallower bay, and I'm twitching that jerkbait hard and quickly, a lot of quick rips, and that fish came up under it and looked right at me and just decided, you know, I gotta have that bait. And I twitched it one more time and one more time and swept it, and she got it. Gosh. Oh. One treble hook. I saw her come up on it. Oh gosh. Oh. And that's what you can get with persistence right there. Oh gosh. That is just awesome. Awesome. That's 13.5 or 14 pounds of fish in 3 fish. That fish was 5 pounds, or darn near. She looked like a football. That's 3 20-inch fish out of 4 bass. I'm telling you, it is not, if you want easy fishing, don't bother. Don't bother. If you want easy, don't bother doing this, because it's not easy. But if you want big fish and you're willing to put some time and effort into learning, these shield lakes, all shield lakes have big smallmouth. They just don't all have this. They don't all have this scenery. I mean, this place is just, it's hard to beat. Green Mountains of northeastern Vermont, known for its trout fishing.
Oh. Got me wet, man.
The size of her. Oh man! Ripping a jerkbait. Ripping a jerkbait in 8 feet of water. That seems to be the deal. Beautiful fish. That fish is pushing 5 pounds. She is pushing 5 pounds. Oh, and she got me wet again. I'll tell you what, it's important. This Gamma copolymer polyflex line that I'm using has some stretch, and you've got to have that stretch. When you're fishing with jerkbaits, you've got to have a soft rod from about there up, and you've got to have some stretch in your line. They make this line abrasion resistant. What that means is basically it's going to take the wear and tear of scuffing up against rocks and scuffing up against wood and the side of the boat, and when a fish wraps it around its head like that, it's going to be able to take that. And the reason why they make it thin, they've got material in this line so that they don't have to compromise the diameter of the line. When you make abrasion resistant line, a lot of times you have to make the line thicker. They've got this so that they do not have to make it any thicker diameter wise, so you don't lose the subtleness of the line. That is very important, especially in jerkbait fishing. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but if you ain't having fun watching this, I think you better check for a pulse. This is good stuff right here. This is good stuff right here. How about that for some fun? Big trophy bronze backs from Vermont's Northeast Kingdom. Thanks for joining me today on Backwoods Angler TV. Go to backwoodsanglertv.com for more information. Good fishing. I've been beating that spot hump. And I'm after the biggest smallmouth of my life. You have to stay tuned to see if I actually win the quest. Oh, I had it, and I lost it. Did you see that? That was KVD, I touched him. Wow, all right.